Hi, welcome to this week's Midweek Connection. My name is Todd Jordan. I serve as senior pastor here at Strawbridge United Methodist Church, and I am delighted that you have joined me. We are on part 3 of a 4-week series of these values that are emerging as characteristics of our community, just things that I see and that I hear, that I sense of who us, that says something about who we are and who we're becoming. And one of them is that we are a place of spiritual healing and recovery. In Hebrews, the writer says in chapter 13, verse 2, "Do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for by doing that, some have entertained angels without knowing it." I like to think that every guest that comes to our door is an angel, is a precious child of God that comes from a past. They've been somewhere, they're headed somewhere, and they have come to our place for part of their journey. Sometimes people come to our church just because they're looking for a church. Sometimes they come because they've got some brokenness. They're looking for something. They're needing something. Our church has been a place of refuge for many of you, as a matter of fact, that have made your way here, having been through some painful process, maybe at another church or in another phase of life, and have needed a place, a safe place, a soft place to land, maybe a place to reconcile with God or with faith or with religion or a church. And we've tried to be that place. We've tried to welcome everybody with open arms, include everybody with open arms, because we have angels in our midst. And they need to hear something good about God, who God is, and about what God wants from them and for them, for their lives. And so one of the things that I hear over and over about our church and in our church is that we provide that space where people can find spiritual healing, relational healing, maybe recovery, either from a wound that they've experienced, maybe from an addiction, maybe from past choices that have not been so healthy or good. And they just want a place where they can be loved and love. And I like to think that Strawbridge wants to do that. I like to think that all of us are on board with that. And so just to remind you that just as hopefully you have been received warmly, that if you're now a member or a regular visitor, if you're calling Strawbridge your church home, we want to be that for others. So when guests show up that you've never seen before, make sure that you're greeting them with the same loving gracious arms that you were received, and pass that on. Make sure that our guests have everything they need, from something as simple as where the bathrooms are, to where to find the coffee and donuts, to Sunday school opportunities, midweek classes, ministry, mission opportunities as well. And let's be that community that really just goes over and above with the radical hospitality, so that everyone that finds their way to our church, whether it's a regular member who's been coming here for years or a first-time guest who has no clue what's going on, that everybody feels welcome, feels like they belong, and knows that they have a place in God's kingdom. So I want to thank you for the radical hospitality that you are extending to others. And I hope that you will join me in that endeavor every time we gather for worship. So thank you for all the ways that you are living into this value of being a place of healing and recovering for anyone that's looking for it. And I look forward to worshiping with you this Sunday. May God bless you and have a blessed week.